Hello, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ellee Pai Hong. On this edition of the show, we're talking about how early childhood education can impact a child's life. My guest for this discussion is Celena Roldán-Moreno. She is Executive Director for the Erie Neighborhood House. Celena, it is always great to see you.
Thank you so much for having me, Ellie.
Erie Neighborhood House has been around for over 100 years. You guys are really a pillar in the community.
Thank you so much. Yes, we've been in existence since 1870. We're older than the Chicago Fire. And we've been providing critical services for immigrant families since 1870 for over 145 years. And those services include early childhood, after school, school age, adult education technology programs to really support low-income immigrant families.
And these are low-income immigrant families. Their annual income is less than $27,000 a year. So these are families who desperately need the services.
Exactly. Particularly in our early childhood program, the families there are earning, the average income is approximately $17,000 a year. So it's really important that these subsidized programs are critical to parents that need high quality early childhood education options and also directly impacts their ability to go to work and provide for their families.
What kind of an impact does that make in terms of having that educational component at such an early age?
Exactly. So we know, and research tells us, that for every dollar spent in early childhood is $7 spent later on in rehabilitation programs, drug and alcohol rehab, and incarceration levels for children and young people and then adults who don't get a good head start and aren't able to access high quality early childhood programs. So it's so incredibly critical. And it also directly impacts families' economic stability. So if families are not able to go to work, if they can't leave their children with a high quality providers, their options in terms of economic stability is also incredibly decreased.
So it's not only beneficial for the individual child, but the family and the taxpayer having saved that dollar later on in life for these children.
Exactly. It is an economic investment as well, not for the state of Illinois, for the city of Chicago, to be able to have families that are, exactly, if they're working, they're paying taxes, they're contributing, versus not being able to do that and being able to have to access other benefits in order to support themselves and their families.
So let's talk about the programs that you actually have for these early childhood programs.
Sure. So Erie has a nationally accredited early childhood program that provides care from 7:30 to 5:30, 5 days a week. So that's really important in terms of the intensity of the services that we're able to provide, and we are really providing full day care for working families. We're also really proud of our support services component, which is very different and unique for a high quality early childhood program, which is an on-site psychologist, on-site social worker, disability paraprofessionals that are able to provide special needs support for over 30 to 40% of the children that we serve from the ages of 2 to 5 every day.
So it's not just being there for the child, it's providing services, it's providing meals for those who need it too.
Exactly, with 3 healthy meals a day that are actually cooked on site, a really strong healthy nutrition program. We actually have a program called Super H, program Super Healthy Happy Eating for our children, which actually focus on superfoods, and we have a whole curriculum on looking at superheroes with superfoods to really encourage healthy eating with our children and families, and cooking classes for our parents. It's really about a whole holistic development of the child and the parent and the family for later success.
And it's really great that you do get the parents involved in this whole family angle of everything.
Yes. We truly believe that parents are their children's first teachers, and so we want them to be part of, this is not us teaching parents or us teaching their children, it's parents and us as providers being partners together to truly support their children.
And you're being recognized as well. You're the Gold Circle of Quality designation from Accelerate Illinois, so you're doing great work.
Yes.
Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much, Ellie. We really appreciate it.
This hour's newsmaker has been Celena Roldán-Moreno. She is Executive Director for Erie Neighborhood House. I'm Ellee Pai Hong. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on Comcast Newsmakers.